Hey explorers, I'm Mark Williamson. This is my channel, Age of Exploring. This video is a continuation of the last video as I'm on my way to Clinton, Oklahoma. In this video, I actually talk about why I'm doing this, and I'd appreciate it if you listen to that. If you like the video, please subscribe. I'm trying to build my followers, and it would greatly help me.
We are still on the longest part of Route 66 in Oklahoma. I think the longest part of it actually is in Arizona, and we did that after going past into Seligman from Sitgreaves Pass. So Alright, up ahead here is a 1938 pony bridge. 1938. Built on the original Route 66. 1936 pony bridge. It's a long one. Probably wondering why I'm doing this. I was gonna do it. Well, I tried to do it on a bicycle. You know, push bike, you know, push bike, pedal and turn the pedals. And that went great until I got to Missouri, but that didn't go so good after that. So I stopped and hitchhiked and rode a train to the East Coast, which was probably the best part of the trip, honestly. I don't consider it a failure. I just don't think it was successful because I learned a lot about me. I learned a lot about people. It was extremely entertaining, and it was a great exploration. I learned a lot about me. I was going to do it again in 2019, but well, money, and then 2020, and well, that was COVID. Then I retired from teaching. Now I have time because I don't have to be back at school in the beginning of August for school, but I can take my time crossing the country on 66. Why 66? Well, one, I like science, and I think there's a lot of science that goes on with the geology and the geography of the area here. And two, I like history. I think that it's our roots are important. How did we get here? There's also that question of what was life like back then? What is life like now? I've never lived in Oklahoma. What's it like to live here? Obviously, it's extremely different from what I'm used to. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it worse. It's just different. Different is good. This is Yukon. Oh, look, Garth Brooks right here. Well, that's what we're going through. I want to go out and see the country. There's more to. I think the more you get out, the better person you are. The more you see, of the world. The more diverse you become. The more understanding of differences you become. So I would encourage you to get out and explore. Get out and explore. You don't have to do 66 or across the country. You can get out and explore your state, your county, or just even your city. Just go out, because your city has history. How did it start? Where did it start? Who were the founding fathers? Or people? Who were the founders? It has a history. Get out and visit it. Don't be like the New Yorker who's never been to the Statue of Liberty, and yet they've lived in New York their entire life. But that's what I think we ought to be doing. I think we ought to get out and explore the world around us. So that's why I'm doing it.
This is Calumet, Oklahoma. It was founded in 1898 and incorporated in 1942. It was on the original alignment of Route 66. It's a small town, and unfortunately, with the realignment of Route 66 and the I-40, it's missed out on the prosperity that Route 66 brought local towns.
There's some big people there. Car wash, and I'll bet we see a Sonic's, because you always do. Another car wash that's no longer in service. And there's the Sonic. Every town in the Midwest has car wash and a Sonic. There's a Sonic. That was the Municipal pool. Abandoned now, but looks like a castle, and you can see there's nothing in it. There's not even a roof to it. But again, like I said, that used to be the Municipal pool. 1935. It's an old building.
After I pass under this railroad underpass with the murals on both sides, I'm heading towards Sid's Diner. I first learned about Sid's Diner on my bicycle trip in 2018. I stopped to talk to a young man to ask him where I should eat, and he suggested Sid's. The owner, Marty, actually could tell because I was dripping in sweat and just looked uncomfortable because it was hot and humid. Got me a seat inside the air-conditioned building, made sure that I was taken care of. And then he sat down and talked with me, and he told me the story of Sid's. Marty opened up the diner and was going to operate it with his father, who worked on a road crew and was going to retire. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack before he saw the diner completed. And Marty asked his mother if he could name it after his father, and she said that it would be an honor. And he has operated Sid's since 1989. Marty actually has 4 kids. One of them is an attorney. His 2 daughters operate diners in their own states, and his son actually works at Sid's Diner with his father and will take over the diner when Marty steps down. They served what at that time, and when I had it this time, was the best shake that I've ever had. They make onion burgers, which are hamburgers, but they put thin sliced onions on the top of the patty and then grill both together, and it's really good. If you are in Reno, Oklahoma, I strongly recommend stopping at Sid's and having a hamburger, fries, and a chocolate shake, because it is a really good meal.
Body of water here, I don't know what it is, but honestly, it's the biggest body of water I've seen on the trip. Large lake, I don't know what it is. We'll have to figure that out. very, very interesting bridge. It's small, so I suspect that it might be part of original South Route 66 infrastructure. This is cool.
Bethany, Oklahoma has done a great job of improving their downtown area with murals depicting the history of Bethany and the major landmarks of the town, using different artists, local and from away from the area, outside the area. And it's really cool to ride around and look at the different murals that you can find throughout the downtown area of the city. Well, passing through Oklahoma City, it was a weekend, so I had the roads around the Capitol myself, and it was really kind of fun to ride around the Capitol building looking at it without all the traffic and the people. Oklahoma City was established in 1889 and became the capital of Oklahoma in 1907 when Oklahoma became a state. It was a fun little detour off of Route 66, the original alignment, just to look at the Capitol building and tour the grounds. Fun ride.
Right. 1898 schoolhouse. 1898. Wow.
The Arcadia round barn was built in 1898 by the owner, who had to actually soak the boards while they were still green to get them to curve around the barn. The lower level is a gift shop, which is quite extensive, and the upper level is a community gathering place at which they also rent out for weddings and other social affairs. It's worth the stop, actually. I didn't think it would be, but it's worth the stop. It's a huge, when you get inside, it's actually a very large structure. Really, take the time to stop if you're traveling through. I hope you liked the video. If you did, crush that like button. Subscribe if you don't already subscribe. If you do subscribe, thank you for your patronage. I really appreciate watching my video. But if you don't subscribe, it would really help me out if you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, all that stuff. And as always, be great, do good, go out and explore.